feels good to be back inside of Studio B. We've been on different locations, but we are finally back at the home spot. Feels good to be back. You're listening to Crunch Time in the home of Studio B. I'm Dylan Walton here. Jeremy Daves.
Ashley Roberts.
And today we got low-key a jam-packed show for you guys. It's a lot to talk about. But first, before we get into that, it was a kind of a busy week that we had last week. So how did everyone rest on the weekend? Ladies first. We're going to start with Ash. Ladies first. How was your weekend?
It was great. You know, the weekend always goes by very fast. It never feels long enough. But I'm happy to be back at work, happy to be back rolling with you guys. But my weekend was great. I have no complaints.
That's what's up.
I'm going to be honest with you. The weekend was so short, I don't remember what happened last weekend. I probably slept through the whole weekend. But yeah.
Okay. Well, what was last weekend? So what you give it? 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 10 out of 10?
I don't remember. Probably I'd give it a 5. Because I've been giving it a 5 or 6 because I don't rest the weekend. So I probably slept through Saturday and Sunday and woke up Monday.
What did I do last weekend? Was that the first round of March Madness?
I was about to say, yeah, I think.
Yeah. But I was streaming all week, man. Y'all know me. Trying to get to the dollar. If it ain't no money on, it ain't no fun on. You dig. But, I give my weekend 10 out of 10, man. A lot of hard work. Seemed like my brain don't stop moving, but, I guess it's what it is when you live this life. So, today, like I said, a bunch of news. We're going to start off, like I said, if it ain't no money involved, it ain't no fun. The Govs Give, I mentioned last week, we talked about it, about supporting the student athletes. They broke a record, $312,000 were earned. Not 300. They got to the bag. All the donors, they put them checks out. They put them credit cards and Discover cards on the line, support these student athletes. So shout out to them. Thank you so much for supporting our student athletes because they definitely do deserve it. Next, the showcase, spring football showcase, next Saturday, April 5th at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 10 o'clock in the morning. So, if you want to get on it.
10 in the morning. Oh, man.
You can barbecue grill afterwards, man. You can barbecue grill.
Yeah. And it's also a baseball game going on.
That's what I'm saying.
So you can go right across the street afterwards.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm excited for that. I know me and Isaiah, I think Bryce said he'll come, but I know me and Isaiah will be out there on the field. It's going to be a good day.
Hey, can I go on the field too?
If you come, bro.
I'm there. I'm there.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah. Well, me,
I'm already sitting in Forterra waiting.
Oh, yeah. So Jeremy going to be there at 8:30 in the morning. I'll be there about 9:45.
I'm with the janitor.
Okay. All right. So you spend the night in Forterra. I feel he got the overnight
football,
keys.
Man.
He got the overnight keys. Next, the Berry bracket, right? So I ain't trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I am first place. Just to let everybody know. If y'all ain't know, now you know. I'm in first place, tied up with Barry. So, I don't know what else to say about that. The golden child, the number one, man. I'm just feeling good about being number one.
So, if you win, what do you get?
And this is for men's or women's?
Men's.
Okay.
I think I'm number one in my women's group, too.
I was going to say, you're probably number one in women's because you keep up with them.
You hear a lot of number ones with my name attached. You know what I mean? It's I feel like I'm LeBron James' son or something like that,
Bryce or Bronny?
Bronny, of course. But the biggest news, you guys, unfortunately, we talk about it all the time, and it's crazy that we still talking about basketball into the spring sports. But I tried to get away from it, I promise y'all, not because I'm biased or anything. I really did. But the transfer portal for basketball opened up earlier this week, and unfortunately, we have lost a plethora of women basketball players. Jordan Bodie, Brianna Rivera, Lanaya Foster, who was the freshman of the year in the ASUN Conference last year, Samaya Wyatt, who was the freshman of the year in the ASUN Conference this year, Anala Nelson, she left. She announced her transfer portal last week. And I'm pretty sure it may be more names to go on that. So I want to talk about that with you guys. Jeremy, I want to start off with you. For one, it's pretty shocking. I think the word around the campus is what is going on with the women's basketball team and everybody leaving. So what is your thoughts of why we have almost, the entire roster from last year in the transfer portal?
Well, let me go ahead and say this, otherwise I'm not going to be doing my job. That's what? How many? 5, 6?
6, 7. 6, 7.
Is it the coach? What's going on? What is it?
I I asked you. Why are you asking me?
It's the $1 million question right there. We don't know.
I don't know. I mean, let's be real. Do you think her job is on the line?
Oh yeah, this job is definitely on the line. It has to be. All those folks transferring. Yeah,
he can't do nothing but shake his head.
And I don't think I was like that's six transfers, and I'm gonna give benefit of the doubt. 2 of them are graduating, and like it's kind of hard trying to get into grad school. They might not have the major in grad school that you major. So and then I know one person said they want to go home. So I mean, you getting your degree and everything, but as far as the others, I'm like, you had back-to-back. It was back-to-back freshman years transferring.
Yep.
I think it's got to be the coach, man.
It's got to be the coach, Ashley.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's been a sad couple of days, and today is also sad because we actually have to talk about it on air, and it makes it real, So, yeah, I mean, I was definitely shocked to see Lanaya go into the transfer portal. She's somebody who I kept saying throughout the season, this is the leader of the team on and off the floor. She has the potential to be that. So to see her, the previous ASUN freshman of the year, to see her enter the portal and really kind of look to her next options or possibilities of where she's going to go, I was shocked. It's a little sad. Also, Samaya Wyatt, I mean, to lose your, arguably your best player, your main scorer, really, the main presence on the floor, to lose her as well, it's kind of like a gut punch. I mean, this was her first collegiate year, and she chose Austin Peay. And I was kind of looking forward to, possibly talking to her just about how, excited she would possibly be to, for next season to come around. But unfortunately, that just is not going to happen.
Went out the window quick.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, which is okay. I obviously wish all of them the best. And then Anala Nelson, she's had the most time here. She's played the most games out of the girls with, Austin Peay on her chest. So to see her also, kind of wipe her hands a little bit of the program, like it's interesting. It's sad. You have some new players that came in this year for the first time. They're also turning around and looking at other options.
I forgot to mention her name.
Nasia, Jordan, Brianna. Yeah. So it's an interesting situation. The $1 million question obviously is, what's the deal with, the women's basketball here, or the program, but that's just something we don't know. We're only spectators, and it's a lot easier to sit here and talk about it than it is to actually be in the program and make things work and happen. So but I wish all of them the best of luck. I love them all. I loved covering the games, commentating. It's going to be interesting next year without them there for me, but I think it'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm hurt. I mean, you said everything. You took the words right out of my mouth. I'm just to keep it simple, I'm hurt. I can't lie. This was one of the best seasons of my life. They're a big reason why. Wins and losses don't matter to my feelings. That season really changed my life. So sucks to see them go, but I mean, I've never played collegiate sports, but I'm always pro athlete. So whatever you got to do now to make your career better, if you want to go professional overseas or just want to get free tuition, free school, do what you got to do. Not mad at all. Be in a better situation. If you weren't happy here, go be happy somewhere else. Because if you're not playing happy, you don't play good.
And another thing, the NIL does play a role.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that check.
Some of it might be NIL money.
Yeah, so you just never know. So, but I do hope and wish for the best of them, all of them. I feel like I'm hurt. I don't know. Yeah. I can ramble all day about this because I'm extremely hurt, but I'm glad that they get to showcase their talents either on the bigger stage or just a more different stage where they're able to use their entire toolbox and may not be as limited as they were here. So
I would say you probably got the best chance or the most chances to actually bond with them, just being on the road with them and covering them in other cities
like we went
and states.
To the movies,
yeah, so
we went out to eat. Like I was actually it was actually kind of cool. So that does kind of hurt. Next year it'll be a different group of girls, but that doesn't matter. I still treat next year team with even more tender love and care because this is what I love to do. But yeah, that hurt. Yeah. That hurt. I can't lie. I try not to shed. You crying?
No. I got something in my eye trying to get it out.
Yeah, he's crying. He's definitely crying. But on to the next, though. Softball. They have lost as well. I know it's crazy. You haven't heard us say L mentioned to the softball team this season, but they have lost their first game after winning 24 straight. Lost to Lipscomb in a 2-1 weekend series. They pretty much dominated the weekend, but in the last game it was a doubleheader. They just fell short. They won 9-1 Friday, 6-2 on the early game, and then they lost 12-6 in the 3:30 game. But Katie Raper, she had 3 home runs, 4 RBIs. Sam Lesky, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Kaylee Roper, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. And playing the game because it's hard to win 24 straight. As you can see, the defense and the offense has just been gelling all together. Just look at the way they're hitting the ball, being able to get their base runners in position to score, because that's one of the hardest things to do. Once you have people on base, you got to get them back to home. And as you can see, they're hitting home runs. They're getting defensive stops. And one loss don't stop anything. Look at that beautiful ball. Just look at it soar over the diamond. Just look at it soar. The grass is cleanly cut. But they just done a fantastic job of doing what they do. Actually, this is one of the most, this weekend they scored the most runs. They gave up the most runs, since Valentine's Day against South Dakota State when they lost 12-6. So, and that was their last loss. So, you can take that after 24 straight wins. You can't win everything. So, you'll live with that 12-6 loss, and you'll get right back at it on the road this upcoming week. But I want to talk about this real quickly, guys. I gotta dive deep into it. How worried should we be as we see this great play on the left field? How worried should we be about the streak ending versus Lipscomb?
Yeah, I don't think we should be that worried. That's what sports is all about, really. You win some, you lose some. You kind of have to hone in on what the game plan is for your team, and kind of get back to the basics. Kind of wrap your arms around each other and just focus on the task at hand. So one loss after a huge win streak, it's not something to be worried about or startled about, but you definitely just might have to go back to the drawing board and kind of work out some kinks. But that's what sports is all about.
OG.
Okay. Looking at the ASUN standings, that one loss against Lipscomb knocked them down to second place. EKU is still undefeated in the ASUN. 27-4 overall. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
5-1. So the division's broken down in 2 different divisions. You got the gold division. It's called the Graphnite division, and so I'm not worried about the loss.
Yeah.
They haven't played EKU yet, so once they play them, we'll see who they really are.
Okay. This upcoming week, they do have Central Arkansas. 14-17 is their overall record, but their record is not reflective of their season at all.
To 15-8.
Say, can you throw that graphic back up for me real quick, brother? As y'all can see on the far right-hand side, right, they have played the number 7 ranked LSU twice, the number 13 ranked Oklahoma State, my hometown. Throw up the memes, throw the memes up. Memphis, Tennessee, Memphis 10. They played number 15 Arkansas, and then they'll play Arkansas again, and the number 19 team Mississippi State. So they got a tough schedule. So this is a well-rounded team. They've been battle tested. It's been an up and down season, but when you play these ranked teams, especially the SEC, they've played 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll play the SEC 5 times. Right. For an ASUN team, that is, they first of all they probably get paid for it.
And that's, they're going to get paid, but that's going to help them when they play the ASUN teams like in Northern Alabama,
like us.
Bellarmine. You got to play. Still got to play EKU. So that'll get them prepared for when they play them in conference play.
Their number 11, their star player, Kylie Griffin, she's ranked the number 15th third baseman in Division I softball, and she leads the Sugar Bears in just about every category, ladies and gentlemen. Batting average, 404. She has 44 hits on the season, 22 runs, not home runs, runs, and I want to speak to that real quickly because home runs, obviously, that's you hitting the ball. But the runs is you getting on base and your teammates stepping up to the plate and getting you around the diamond. Yeah. That is the biggest key for me. And not only that, she has 4 triples on the season.
She's a playmaker.
Yeah, she's a playmaker. She knows, she's stealing bases. She's just getting the small details of the game, and she's just rounding them up and securing it for her team. So, Ash, I want to ask you, how do you stop a player like that, like Kylie Griffin? 9
times out of 10, you're not going to be able to stop a player like that. All you can do is just try to contain them. As the opposing team, all you can do is just, try to contain them to the best of your ability. But, she knows, what her role is on the team, and she knows the responsibility she carries for that team. And so every game she's going to go out and just try to perform, that way and to the best of her ability. So as the opponents, you might not be able to stop her, but if you could try to just contain her a little bit, then, I feel like you've gotten the job done.
Okay. That's not. She gave us a PR, and so I feel like Ashley, Ashley be locked down. That's what I heard.
Think about it. Even in other sports,
yeah,
when you have the star player, when you have the biggest playmaker on the team, it's not really much you can do to stop them all the time, unless they just come out and have a bad game. But if you try to contain them a little bit, it'll probably work in the benefit for you guys.
You're right, and I agree with Ashley. Like, it's only one person, but if you contain them, you're right, and make the others
have to work.
I'm hating.
Yeah.
I'm hating hard.
Just a little bit.
But make sure you catch them on ESPN Plus this weekend. It should be a good weekend. I expect Central Arkansas to be on their home turf, so they should be ready, prepared to play because I don't think we're coming to lay down. And the men's baseball team as well, they are playing phenomenal. They had 5-game week, and they won every single game. They played Tennessee Tech. Actually on a 6-game win streak now. They played Tennessee Tech twice within a week. They won both of those matchups. They played Southern Indiana. Then they won a weekend series against Central Arkansas. And one thing about this baseball team, everyone, is you can see not only do they play great infield defense, they put the ball out of the park. They know how to get the ball on the bat, and they know how to get it out of the park. But like I said, that defense is amazing. Just that shortstop play, that infield play, that outfield play is just second to none. And then you see the ball going beyond outside the park. And it's just amazing to watch them play because they've always, like we say every year, they know how to get the ball outside of the park. But it's the pitching, and the pitching is finally starting to step up, going right into conference play. And this team is they're on pace. Like I said last week, they're on pace to break last season's 35-21 record. They had a historic ASUN championship last year. And I expect them to do bigger and better things with Coach Roland Fannin over there. So just want to read off a few stats over the weekend. John Bay, which I think he is the ASUN Player of the Week. 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Gus Freeman, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Cole Johnson, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Brody Seiko, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. Nickens, 2 homers, 9 ribbies. And Andreas Matias, 1 homer and 8 ribbies. Now, look, this was before the Tennessee Tech game. This was before. So I know John Bay definitely hit a home run against Tennessee Tech. But the points, all you hear is points. How sustainable is this level of offense over the rest of the season, Jeremy?
Oh, it's very sustainable. Like I said, they're going to bring their bats. Yeah. And I was watching the Tennessee Tech footage. They had some strikeouts. So, pitching is finally here. So, yeah. And looking at the standings, 5-1, 19-7. Second place team is 7-15, Northern Alabama. So they coming out swinging.
Yeah. Ashley, how do you think about baseball? I think Ashley said she's gonna catch a game with me one day. Still waiting,
Okay.
So me and Ashley beefing right now, y'all. She said I scored 0 points in March Madness. I'm putting that on the air, so I ain't gonna lie. So if you hear me throw jabs, I'm definitely throwing jabs because she don't think I can hoop. But what you think about the baseball team so far this season?
Well, I remember you guys saying that you felt like the missing component to the team was their pitching, and just hearing kind of what you have to say about that now. We know they're going to hit the ball. They hit the ball very well, but we also we need to get John Bay in here one of these days.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like that. But yeah, the pitching, you guys were just saying that's the component that they're missing, and they seem to have kind of stepped up to the plate, no pun intended, as far as that goes. So good for them.
Yep. They have a weekend series against Bellarmine this upcoming week. Bellarmine is not good. I'm just keeping it bean, keep it 100.
Yeah,
they're 2-4 in the conference.
No, 3-14.
3-4 overall. Well, give me right.
No, 6-18 overall.
Okay.
2-4 in the conference.
Okay, yeah. So the Govs have a chance to go on a 9-game winning streak, ladies and gentlemen. 9-game winning streak. But before we go into our other news and list you players of the week and honors and everything like that, we do have a video for you guys made by our own Jeremy Daves. We went to a career fair this past weekend, right? Was it a week ago?
It was like a week ago.
It was it was a week ago. We were able to get out there, meet people, talk about different internships and possibilities on going to the next level. So we're going to play that, and then we'll come right back to you guys with the accolades for the Governors of the Week.
What's going on? This is Jeremy Davis, and we're here at the Nashville Predators Job Career Fair. Wonderful experience. A lot of vendors here. We got the Austin Peay department here, which I'm going to interview them later on. So, look, I got my business card. I got my resume. I'm going to see if I can give you some jobs up in here, all right?
Good. Talking to a bunch of people with experience. It's just great. There's a lot of opportunities out, and hopefully I can get one of them.
I've learned that there's opportunities everywhere, and you can never say no, and you can never hand out too many resumes.
It's going well. This is an amazing experience. Great to be here today. A lot of good leagues and organizations here, and everybody's trying to find something, trying to get a job, and everybody's trying to get ahead.
I love the atmosphere here. It's fun to talk to everybody that might be paying me someday. I love the atmosphere here. I love being in this beautiful Bridgestone Arena building, and it's been a blast getting to know everybody around town and throughout the sports industry. And I'm happy to be a part of it.
So, experience here at the Predators Nashville Career Fair has been going pretty well. A lot of great companies here, a lot of great advice. The biggest advice that I've got so far, I've been in 5 booths. My first piece that I took from the panel that we had before was don't be afraid to go into ticket sales. They said ticket sales are a great way to get involved early, a smooth entryway in, and then you can build your way up and maybe build connections and network onto the next spot. So that's going to be a big piece of information that I'm going to take on for my early part of my career, and I think you guys should too. But so far it has been great. 5 tables down, probably about 10 more to go, so stay tuned.
Hello everybody, my name is Ashley Roberts, and I'm here at a career fair hosted by the Nashville Predators, and it's just been fantastic so far. I've really loved going around to the different programs and businesses, kind of chatting up with them a little bit, seeing what I could possibly bring to their program or offer them. And it's just been a really, really good experience, very knowledgeable and educational as well. So I'm having a great time, and just glad to be here.
So this is my first career fair in the career field, actually. I'm a former player, so this is kind of all new to me. But I'm learning about the business side of things. I'm learning about trying to network myself, invest in myself, and going to talk to different companies and different schools and different areas of careers that I want to do. So this is pretty fun, actually. I'm meeting all people. I met my old teammate, Manny. He's not on camera, but he's sitting right here. My boy Jeremy behind the camera. You know, I get to work with a lot of different people. This is very beneficial for us. I feel like as students, graduate students, undergraduate students, I feel like everybody should have things like this that you come to, because you learn a lot more things that you don't learn in just school. So I'm learning a lot. I'm kind of hungry, but we're going to keep on networking ourselves and talking to these companies.
So far, what I've got from the career fair, I've met some great people. Got some good chances at internships, part-time jobs. It's a great feeling to be here. I'm very grateful and very blessed.
To be here at the career fair, meeting a lot of great people, getting a lot of great opportunities, meeting a lot of people that are in the sports world that can help you and give you advice on how to break into the sports world. It's a good opportunity, and I'm just blessed and grateful to be here.
I think this job fair has been great. There's a lot of opportunities here. For me personally, I'm more looking for an AV position, and there's not a lot, but there's enough where I can actually put my foot in the door if I want to. So I think this job fair is going really well. I think it's a great opportunity for students coming in and students going out into the workforce.
So as you guys saw, we had a very fantastic day out there at Bridgestone Arena. Thankful for everyone that was a part of that. I don't know everyone's name. It was a lot of people that was helping us that day, just showing us the ropes of how everything goes of a professional production. So thanks to them. And quickly before we go, we have some accolades to get out of the way. We want to show appreciation to the other sports that don't get the same amount of love that they deserve. Like I said earlier, John Bay was the player of the week, ASUN player of the week. Jack Dyer is a signee from Garden City Community College for men's golf. They are currently in a third-place game against Murray State. They were almost in the championship, but they dropped a tiebreaker with Seton Hall 3-3. And like I said, they dropped the tiebreaker, so they lost 4-3 match play in the Sweden's Cove Intercollegiate. And then you have track and field. They had 2 third-place finishes. The Yellow Jacket Invitational against Georgia Tech. You had Alex Arnott, Sigrid Asinga, and Mia McGee earned third place in the 4x400 meter relay, and Madeline Kochich for the 11.85 triple jump. So shout out to them. But before we go, guys, final thoughts, anything, final words, what you got to say? We'll start off with Ashley.
Excited for the seasons to come. Also would love to get a little bit more into track and field as well moving forward. And just, women's basketball, we love you guys. We support you guys. And also looking forward to next season as well. And yeah, that's it for me.
J-Dog, Triple OG,
I'm ready for football. I'm a different person when football season comes. So yeah.
He already told y'all he's spending the night inside of Forterra Stadium. So if you missing hot dogs or if you're missing popcorn or you see some missing keys or something, you don't like hot dogs? Not a beef guy. Okay. No. But that's all we have for Crunch Time this week. Thank you guys for listening. Share this with your friends, anybody else involved. David Ellison, Steve Sawyer, Doc V. That's all we have for Crunch Time. See you guys later.